The history of video games in Korea actually goes back to the beginning of gaming itself. Often being in the shadow of Japan, this has caused rifts among the Koreans and Japanese gaming populations. In the early years of gaming in that country, the Korean attitude would be similar to the Chinese, meaning they would illegally pirate and clone the Japanese consoles, like the Famicom for example. Copyrights and gaming prices would even lead to riots having been caused by the Koreans due to Japanese resentment in the country. But as of recent years, the Koreans have made much strides when it comes to video games. Not content with playing Japanese and American games, the South Koreans would actually do something different. Video gamers all over the world know the domain of video games is controlled nearly exclusively by Japan and the United States of America, but South Korea has created a small enclave for its own games. There are literally just a few titles, but these few games can easily catch your attention due to the original stunning artwork by Hyung-tae Kim, which I think he will become a trailblazer among Korean video game designers and illustrators if the concept of Korean video games is expanded just beyond a few MMOs and RPGs. Koreans are known for their fanatical devotion to video games, but that's nothing new considering the stories we have heard from Japan and America. But how often have you heard something like this? There was even a story from South Korea in 2005 where a gamer died from exhaustion after playing online games for 3 days straight. That's devotion, or rather, obsession. The Starcraft series is also extraordinarily popular in South Korea as well, with online tournaments being broadcasted on television and the internet live. Some players are known nationally. It was actually a national event when Starcraft 2 was released in that country, as I can expect such treatment with future sequels. International recognition of Korean games is also limited, mostly through exposure from Magna Carta. That's many people's first exposure to a Korean video game. At the moment, there's not much else to discuss. Mostly gamers and analysts of video games can just make predictions of Korean games as well as the Korean gaming market. Unless there's a drive to put Korean games out on the international stage, then the aspect of Korean video games will be just that, regional, only having minimal exposure in Japan, China, Taiwan, and America. I personally like the concept of Korean video games. It's something fresh, new, and exciting. What do you think?